Did you know that kidney disease, even in its advanced stages, can actually be reversed? According to the National Kidney Foundation, 786,000 Americans are tied to a dialysis machine each year due to kidney disease. But most people don't know that a simple vitamin could hold the key to better health. By using a combination of natural supplements, you could not only avoid dialysis, but potentially revert to stage 2 of kidney disease. Stage 2 of CKD doesn't just mean avoiding dialysis. It also means you no longer need to follow a strict kidney-friendly diet or require additional therapies to manage your kidney health. What we're talking about today isn't science fiction. This is a real case study published in a peer-reviewed medical journal titled Reversing Chronic Kidney Disease with Niacin and Sodium Bicarbonate. It tells the story of an 81-year-old man who was only diagnosed with CKD when it reached stage 4. Despite undergoing 5 bypass surgeries, having prediabetes, and struggling with high cholesterol, no doctor had ever thought to check his kidney function until the symptoms of kidney failure appeared. But by that time, it was often too late. However, in this case, it wasn't too late. This man discovered an effective therapy. What was his secret? Supplements that helped control his serum phosphorus levels. Now, you may wonder, can controlling phosphorus alone truly reverse CKD? In some cases, yes. The problem with CKD is that it's a broad term for a group of conditions that affect the kidneys in different ways. There are many causes and treatments, meaning each patient's journey is unique. But one common factor for all kidney disease patients is phosphorus. If you have CKD, lowering your phosphorus levels might be the key to reversing disease progression. Excess phosphorus is toxic to the kidneys and nearly every organ in the body. Without controlling phosphorus, improving kidney function is nearly impossible. So today, I want to share with you the best strategy for controlling phosphorus. This often overlooked factor in CKD care could make all the difference. It could be the difference between needing dialysis or reverting to stage 2. For this patient, controlling phosphorus alone was the key to normalizing his creatinine and kidney function, and you can do the same. Let's dive into how to do it. In CKD care, controlling phosphorus could make all the difference. It could be the deciding factor between needing dialysis or reverting to stage 2. For this patient, controlling phosphorus alone was the key to normalizing his creatinine levels and kidney function, and you can do the same. Let's dive into how to do it. Now, you may ask, I've been worried about my potassium, oxalate, and uric acid. Should I really be concerned about phosphorus? The answer is yes. Phosphorus is one of the most important kidney toxins. Not only does it harm your kidneys, but it could also be fatal. Most studies link high serum phosphorus levels with increased mortality in people with CKD. When the kidneys cannot filter phosphorus sufficiently, it combines with calcium and causes vascular calcification. This leads to heart disease, heart attacks, strokes, and many other serious problems. That's why I believe high phosphorus levels are even more dangerous than high potassium levels. Phosphorus is one of the primary reasons red meat and fish are often restricted for kidney patients. If you still eat protein, it's best to choose low phosphorus options like egg whites or beans. This is crucial. Controlling phosphorus levels is the key to significant improvements in kidney function. In this case study, the patient would never have been able to return to stage 2 without controlling his phosphorus levels. Your treatment plan and diet should prioritize this if you have CKD. So, how did the 81-year-old patient manage to reverse his CKD and return to stage 2? He approached phosphorus control from 3 angles, and that was the key to his improvement. Specifically, he used calcium carbonate supplements, a common recommendation due to their effectiveness. He took 2 to 4 grams of calcium carbonate along with acid reducers daily with meals. He also took 1.8 grams of sodium bicarbonate each day. This combination was crucial, and I always recommend it because it helps with metabolic acidosis. What makes this case study stand out is the use of niacin. Niacin is not typically used to control phosphorus, but it played a significant role here. The authors of the study believe that niacin was one of the main reasons this patient improved. Niacin not only reduces phosphorus levels, but also helps lower proteinuria. However, Its use in this case was different from what I typically see in CKD patients. But before we continue, let's ask an important question. Are you controlling your phosphorus levels? Clearly, without a proper strategy to control phosphorus, CKD will not be manageable. So, is your approach effective? Let's focus on that now because, as we've seen, it could save your life. The only way to know if this crucial level is within range is by reviewing your recent blood test results. The proper range for phosphorus is 2.5 to 4.5 milligrams per deciliter. Any levels higher than this put you at high risk for rapid kidney failure. So what can we do if your phosphorus levels are too high? There are two main strategies for lowering phosphorus: limiting absorption and using binders. Let's start with food. Your diet is probably the most important step in improving kidney function. The big question is, which foods contain phosphorus? Common phosphorus-rich foods include dairy products, meat, poultry, seafood, and processed foods like cold cuts, bacon, sausages, sodas, and sports drinks, all of which contain phosphate used as preservatives. Foods like pastries, breakfast cereal, sauces, and other packaged foods may also contain high levels of phosphorus. If your goal is to reverse kidney disease, you should completely avoid all the foods in this list. None of them are kidney-friendly. However, there are other phosphorus-containing foods that don't need to be avoided completely. These include beans, nuts, whole grain breads and cereals, and some vegetables like asparagus, tomatoes, and broccoli. As you can see, there are some phosphorus-rich foods you should avoid and others you can still include in your diet. But why is that? Why is phosphorus from some foods worse than others? The answer lies in the fact that there are different types of phosphorus in food. This is important because your body reacts very differently to phosphorus from plant-based foods compared to animal-based foods or additives. Your body reacts very differently to phosphorus from plant-based foods compared to animal-based foods or additives. Phosphate additives are particularly problematic. These added phosphates are almost fully absorbed by your body, unlike phosphorus from animal products, which is absorbed at about 90%. However, you only absorb about 30 to 40% of phosphorus from plant-based foods, which means beans, nuts, and whole grains, though still containing some phosphorus, can still be part of a healthy diet. If you've been following along carefully, you'll understand why a plant-based diet is the cornerstone of CKD therapy. Phosphorus can destroy your kidneys. In summary, if you're on a kidney-friendly diet, the first rule is to avoid meat, fish, dairy, and processed foods that contain added phosphates. Always check labels for phosphates. On the other hand, limiting foods like grains, nuts, and other plant-based foods can really help control phosphorus levels. You can also reduce phosphorus absorption with phosphate binders. So what can you use to reduce absorption? Phosphate binders derived from calcium are commonly used to keep phosphorus levels low. Taking them with meals can help because calcium carbonate binds with phosphorus in the food you eat. Phosphorus is then excreted through the intestines, preventing your body from absorbing more. Ask your doctor if you haven't been using them. These binders have other benefits. Because they are calcium-based, they can raise your serum calcium levels, which are often too low in CKD patients. Another benefit is that calcium-based phosphate binders can protect you from oxalate. In the case study of the 81-year-old patient who reversed his CKD, he was prescribed 2 to 4 grams of calcium carbonate pills daily. He took them with his main meals. This is a common prescription, but it may not be right for you. That's why it's important to discuss this with your doctor. Remember, phosphate binders are not a miracle supplement or a replacement for medication. They are widely used in CKD patients and are recommended according to current guidelines. If your doctor says you don't need phosphate binders, ask them to explain exactly why you don't need them. An important part of this 81-year-old patient's treatment was niacin, a natural form of vitamin B3. This vitamin is not commonly used to treat high phosphorus levels in CKD patients, but that could change. More than 25 cases of people with CKD have not only stopped the progression of their disease, but also reversed it by taking 3 to 5 grams of niacin each day. Here's what the study authors say about niacin and CKD. But are they right? Do you really need to supplement niacin to reverse CKD? Yes, you should consider supplementing with niacin if you have CKD, but at a low dose. You see, CKD patients are often recommended to take all types of B vitamins. Niacin, in particular, can be very helpful for people with high cholesterol because it actually helps reduce your bad cholesterol. But its main benefit is different. As the study authors pointed out, niacin can reduce phosphorus by binding to this mineral in the intestines. I believe they may be right about this niacin-based therapy. I think that, in the near future, this will become a more common therapy that CKD patients can benefit from. However, remember that the dosage in this study was quite high. At this dose, niacin is still relatively new and not widely tested. So stay tuned for the next part of the video, and remember to consult with your doctor before considering increasing your daily B3 dose. An important question: how can niacin be the key to reversing stage 4 CKD? Niacin is a powerful form of vitamin B3 and very beneficial for your kidneys. According to science, many studies show that niacin can lower high cholesterol and protect both your heart and kidneys. A review of studies published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases concluded that niacin positively affects several risk factors affecting GFR decline, such as HDL cholesterol levels, triglyceride levels, oxidative stress, inflammation markers, endothelial function, and serum phosphorus levels. The authors of this meta-analysis published in AJKD believe that niacin could significantly reduce all-cause mortality in CKD patients. As we've seen, controlling phosphorus is one of the main reasons niacin is beneficial for CKD patients. In short, everyone with CKD could benefit from taking a low dose of niacin. Higher doses may have side effects, but they could also help prevent or even reverse kidney disease progression. So, what niacin dosage is used here? The study recommends taking 100 to 500 milligrams of immediate-release niacin 1 to 3 times per day. But remember, your doctor should monitor liver function regularly when taking 100 milligrams or more of niacin per day. In fact, if you're taking a multivitamin for kidney health, you may already be getting about 20 milligrams of niacin daily. Is anyone here getting the appropriate tests for vitamin deficiencies? Has your doctor ever prescribed a test to check your vitamin levels? This is a very important issue because it's well known that some vitamin deficiencies can lead to rapid kidney function decline, proteinuria, and kidney damage. But it doesn't stop there. Having any vitamin deficiency is very serious. It can cause heart problems, bone issues, nerve damage, anemia, a weakened immune system, and many other complications. These are all problems that CKD patients cannot afford to overlook. To avoid these issues and have a chance to improve kidney function, it's crucial to know more about these dangerous deficiencies. So, what are the most common vitamin deficiencies in people with CKD? Let's start with the deficiencies that affected Carl. The first one I want to mention is vitamin B12. I'm glad Carl was able to address this deficiency because it can cause serious problems. Having dangerously low levels of vitamin B12 significantly increases the risk of developing anemia, a condition that can cause severe kidney damage. Anemia reduces the amount of oxygen supplied to the kidneys, impairing their function and triggering a vicious cycle of damage. Vitamin B12, also known as cobalamin, is a water-soluble vitamin, and this deficiency is very common. Statistics show that up to 1 in 3 people with kidney disease has this deficiency, which is concerning. This vitamin is essential for blood formation, as well as brain and nerve function. Anyone on a plant-based diet who is not supplementing with B12 should get checked for this deficiency. This is because no plant-based foods naturally contain B12, meaning you will need to supplement it. People with digestive issues are also at risk of poor B12 absorption, meaning a regular multivitamin may not be enough. This also applies to people taking proton pump inhibitors or metformin. So, ask your primary care doctor to test for B12 deficiency, especially if you belong to one of these groups. There are very few foods with significant B12 content that are also suitable for kidney diets, which is why most CKD patients are recommended to supplement with 6 micrograms of B12 daily, even if they're not deficient. A deficiency, however, is often treated with a higher dose, but that's something your doctor must prescribe. From Carl's story, We also learn about another key treatment, hemodialysis-derived vitamin D supplements. But what is this, and why is it so useful for people with kidney disease? If you are diagnosed with a B12 deficiency, your doctor may prescribe a higher dosage to restore your levels quickly. This is an important step because untreated B12 deficiency can have long-term consequences. Another key point from Carl's story is the importance of vitamin D. Almost all CKD patients have low levels of vitamin D, not because they don't get enough from food or sunlight, but because their kidneys play a crucial role in converting vitamin D into its active form that the body can use. Without this conversion, even the best sources of vitamin D won't be effective. Vitamin D deficiency is directly linked to proteinuria, which is a key predictor of kidney function decline. Studies have shown that correcting a vitamin D deficiency can reduce urinary protein levels by up to 34%, making a significant difference in slowing down the progression of CKD. For patients with CKD, regular vitamin D3 supplementation may not be enough, as the kidneys may not be able to activate it effectively. That's why activated forms of vitamin D, such as calcitriol and paracalcityl, are often prescribed. Your doctor will determine the appropriate form and dosage based on your serum vitamin D levels and thyroid hormone levels. In Carl's case, his treatment included 0.266 milligrams of activated vitamin D, a monthly dose that helped him normalize his proteinuria and improve his GFR. This highlights the critical role of monitoring and maintaining optimal vitamin D levels to protect kidney health and overall well-being. But is supplementing with vitamin D enough? Not quite. There are other key nutrients that work in tandem with vitamin D to ensure proper absorption and utilization. The first is magnesium. Magnesium and vitamin D work closely together. Without sufficient magnesium, your body cannot properly synthesize and metabolize vitamin D, even if you're supplementing with it. Essentially, vitamin D can be stored in your body, but remain inactive without enough magnesium. This can create an imbalance that affects not just kidney health but overall body function. A magnesium deficiency can also lead to increased blood pressure, which is particularly harmful for the kidneys. Low magnesium levels have been linked to rapid kidney function decline and increased fluid retention, which can worsen kidney disease. If you frequently experience muscle cramps, difficulty sleeping, or trouble concentrating, these could be signs of a magnesium deficiency. Studies suggest that supplementing with 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium oxide daily can help maintain the correct magnesium levels. It's best to take magnesium in the evening since it can promote relaxation and support better sleep. Another important vitamin to consider when taking vitamin D is vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 plays a crucial role in ensuring that calcium absorbed with the help of vitamin D goes to the right places, such as your bones, instead of depositing in your arteries, which can lead to vascular calcification. Without enough vitamin K2, calcium can build up in places where it shouldn't, contributing to heart problems. A serious concern for CKD patients. It actively improves immune health and protects the kidneys from oxidative stress. Remember, if you want to fight kidney disease and diseases in general, you need as many antioxidants as possible. Vitamin C is especially recommended for people on a low-potassium diet. You see, some of the best sources of vitamin C, such as citrus fruits, bell peppers, papaya, broccoli, tomatoes, and kale, are also high in potassium. If you don't eat these foods regularly, you may need a supplement to keep this vitamin in the right range. And yes, supplementing with low doses of vitamin C, from 60 to 100 milligrams daily, is a valid strategy to help the kidneys. Unfortunately, when it comes to vitamin C, you don't need a special form like with vitamin D, but not all supplements you find will be suitable for CKD patients. For one thing, they often come in high doses. Sometimes you can even find vitamin C supplements with 1,000 milligrams, which is 10 times the amount you need. Definitely not good. Don't take more than 100 milligrams of vitamin C daily without a prescription from your doctor. Additionally, there are two forms of vitamin C on the market: sodium ascorbate and ascorbic acid. Sodium ascorbate is not safe for those on a low-sodium diet. It contains sodium or salt, which is known to raise blood pressure. Always prioritize ascorbic acid. Another vitamin that is very important for kidney health is vitamin B. This vitamin fights diabetes, anemia, and cholesterol. All the B vitamins should be supplemented when battling CKD. They can all help improve your kidney health. B1 and B7 protect you from diabetes. B3 fights cholesterol. B6, B9, and B12 are important for anemia. Vitamin B6 is often too low in people with kidney problems, and it is crucial for the nervous system and immune system. Vitamin B2, riboflavin, boosts the immune system and fights headaches. Vitamin B3, or niacin, helps reduce cholesterol. Vitamin B5 fights stress, while B7 and B1 lower blood sugar and diabetes. In summary, if you have CKD, you may need to focus on supplementing vitamins in a way that the general population does not. There are many vitamins you really need to protect yourself. Unfortunately, while the general population may only need to take a multivitamin or an arbitrary vitamin from the supermarket shelf, people with CKD should avoid anything containing vitamin A or vitamin E. There are specific multivitamins designed especially for people with kidney issues. Some well-known ones include Renovit, Nephrite, and Primal Plus. But you see, I'd often recommend that you learn more about vitamins because they are truly important for you. As we've learned from Carl's story, many people are suffering from vitamin deficiencies without even knowing it. So I highly recommend that you get regular checkups and supplementation. If you're looking for effective ways to take care of your kidneys, don't forget to check out the tips in this video and start applying them today. If you found the information helpful, please hit like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching, and wishing you all good health with strong and healthy kidneys. It actively improves immune health and protects the kidneys from oxidative stress. Remember, if you want to fight kidney disease and diseases in general, you need as many antioxidants as possible. Vitamin C is especially recommended for people on a low potassium diet. You see, some of the best sources of vitamin C, such as citrus fruits, bell peppers, papaya, broccoli, tomatoes, and kale, are also high in potassium. If you don't eat these foods regularly, you may need a supplement to keep this vitamin in the right range. And yes, supplementing with low doses of vitamin C, from 60 to 100 milligrams daily, is a valid strategy to help the kidneys. Unfortunately, when it comes to vitamin C, you don't need a special form like with vitamin D, but not all supplements you find will be suitable for CKD patients. For one thing, they often come in high doses. Sometimes you can even find vitamin C supplements with 1,000 milligrams, which is 10 times the amount you need. Definitely not good. Don't take more than 100 milligrams of vitamin C daily without a prescription from your doctor. Additionally, there are two forms of vitamin C on the market: sodium ascorbate and ascorbic acid. Sodium ascorbate is not safe for those on a low-sodium diet. It contains sodium or salt, which is known to raise blood pressure. Always prioritize ascorbic acid. Another vitamin that is very important for kidney health is vitamin B. This vitamin fights diabetes, anemia, and cholesterol. All the B vitamins should be supplemented when battling CKD. They can all help improve your kidney health. B1 and B7 protect you from diabetes. B3 fights cholesterol. B6, B9, and B12 are important for anemia. Vitamin B6 is often too low in people with kidney problems, and it is crucial for the nervous system and immune system. Vitamin B2, riboflavin, boosts the immune system and fights headaches. Vitamin B3, or niacin, helps reduce cholesterol. Vitamin B5 fights stress, while B7 and B1 lower blood sugar and diabetes. In summary, if you have CKD, you may need to focus on supplementing vitamins in a way that the general population does not. There are many vitamins you really need to protect yourself. Unfortunately, while the general population may only need to take a multivitamin or an arbitrary vitamin from the supermarket shelf, people with CKD should avoid anything containing vitamin A or vitamin E. There are specific multivitamins designed especially for people with kidney issues. Some well-known ones include Renovit, Nephrite, and Primal Plus. But you see, I often recommend that you learn more about vitamins because they are truly important for you. As we've learned from Carl's story, many people are suffering from vitamin deficiencies without even knowing it. So I highly recommend that you get regular checkups and supplementation. If you're looking for effective ways to take care of your kidneys, don't forget to check out the tips in this video and start applying them today. If you found the information helpful, please hit like, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for watching, and wishing you all good health with strong and healthy kidneys.